remind anybody that's going to get up to speak to get up to the podium. Give your name and address, and I've got to shut this off.
Just did mine.
First item on our agenda are the minutes of November 17th, regular session.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the November 17th, 2008 regular minutes as written.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Harris, seconded by Mr. Vino. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? We have the regular and executive sessions of December 1st. Mr. Harris.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the December 1st, 2008 regular minutes as written.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Harris, seconded by Mr. Vino. I should have asked for any discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Executive session?
We have those, Mr. Chairman.
We don't have
them.
it.
No,
No executive sessions?
we don't have executive.
It's on the agenda. Take it out.
Yeah, no, yeah. I just caught that.
Correspondence. Pass your yellow sheets down if you have anything you would like. Is anyone here for public comment? Moving right along. Bond anticipation notes. Mary Ann.
Hi, Mary Ann McKay, Treasurer, Town of North Reading. These are the bands that we approved at October Town Meeting. They're for the senior van, the second phase of the school security, phase 3 of the cemetery, 2 vehicles for the town administrators, 2 trucks for DPW, the asbestos removal for Little School, town road improvements, and the lakeside water treatment plants. The bans are for $827,075.
The question, there were water articles too. I think the total was about 1.2. Right. Where, are we bonding for the water, or is that on hold, or have we already done it?
We had an additional request for the Hillview that we're not going to proceed with. That was the one where the town's already borrowed. And there were some prior water department expenditures that were approved at the April town meeting. This represents the totality of what was voted under the capital plan.
Interest rate,
It was 2.66.
2.6?
Yeah, 2.466, sorry.
2.466.
Yes.
And,
2.644.
Was it 2.644? I'm sorry.
4, all right. Thank you.
I
When we went
apologize.
out for bonds in September, what was the interest rate?
I don't recall.
I know it was a little less than this, I think.
Well, these are only bands, and these will come due when the bonds
that's
come
right,
due
right.
I
in
think it was
September.
about 2.2, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
Number 2.1.
Those were bonds. These are-
2.14 sticks in my head, and we did do some bans
Yeah.
in September, and my recollection was the rate was extremely favorable. It was 2.14%. Our fiscal advisor felt a number of months ago that somewhere under 3% would be a good deal for the town, for the hands that they're
And how many bidders did we have?
One,
Only one this time.
Eastern Bank.
Yeah, we had quite a few the last time. Six. Guess there's no surprise there. Any questions for Mary Ann? Steve? All set? Good deal. I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the sale of $827,075 bond anticipation notes as a rate of 2.644% dated December 11th, 2008, and due September 18th, 2009, payable to Eastern Bank.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Harris, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Representative from the Thompson Club here?
Thank you, Mary Ann.
Name and address?
John Wiley, 16 Heritage Drive, Salem, Massachusetts.
The first item is the change of manager of the Thompson Club. Mr. Veliconis?
Board members, in your packet, if you refer to the orange sheet, you'll note that the Board of Governors has voted to establish Mr. Wiley as the new manager. And we were waiting for some paperwork, which is the reason why some of the dates in here seem to be aged. You see some June and July. The package is complete, it's been reviewed, and we recommend the board to consider it this evening.
And all the bills and everything required are
Everything is
paid?
paid. Yes.
Any questions for Mr. Wiley? Joe.
Kind of a question to us. Do we require the manager to be tips trained? I don't remember. And if we do, I was wondering if Mr. Wiley is. But I honestly don't remember if we were required that of the manager. I know we do have bartenders that,
I am trained.
you are, well, thank you. That's, yeah, I wasn't sure if we did require the manager or not. Thank you.
Any other questions for Mr. Wiley? Mr. Harris?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the change of manager for the Thompson Club Incorporated, 20 Elm Street, from Lynn C. Fay to John Wiley.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Harris, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous?
Thank you.
We have
Gentlemen?
some documents that we need to sign.
Do you want to hold off on these?
And
We
do
can
'em
sign them
all
at the end of the meeting?
at the end of the
Because there's
meeting?
quite a few.
Right. Yeah. Okay, you can pick them up.
Yes.
Later.
Yes.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Thank you.
Manager for the Piccadilly Pub?
Well, with all these establishments in town, change of managers.
Hi, my name's Stephen Taylor. My address is 21 Reza Road in Beverly, Massachusetts.
Okay, Stephen? Mr. Veliconis?
Board members, in your packet, you have a letter on November 20th. It requests a change in manager from Linda Eaton to Mr. Taylor. You'll note that the name on the license, MPG North Reading LLC, DBA Piccadilly Pub, has not changed. Simply a formality. All documents are in order for your approval this evening, your consideration.
Any questions for Mr. Taylor?
Yeah, well,
Same
two-
question?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess I have the same question, Mr. Taylor, but I do not know if it is mandatory. Are you tips trained?
Yeah, yes, alcohol intervention methods, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
And question to Mr. Valiakonis. I don't see the same documentation on this gentleman as on the other from the police department.
It is in the form of a letter, I believe, Mr. Bell.
Oh, it's not,
It's in the back of the packet, I think. Letter from Lieutenant Brennan, I believe.
Yeah, right
Yes,
here.
it's in here. It's the first paragraph.
oh, okay. Okay, it was just
Yeah, it
different
was
from the
different.
other one, yeah.
The prior one we've already had a background check. The gentleman that was with the golf club, they've been, we just did a background check just to show.
No, it's fine, I didn't see this letter. No problem.
Okay. Further discussion? Have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the change of manager for Massachusetts Pub Group, North Reading LLC, DBA Piccadilly Pub Restaurant, 60 Main Street, from Linda M. Eaton to Stephen Taylor.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Harris, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.
We have no representative from the
Yes.
Moose here.
They were invited and encouraged to attend the meeting this evening.
Mhm.
Perhaps they will show up in a little while.
Do you have, you want to just wait?
Yeah, I would suggest that you simply wait on this
Okay.
matter until they come in. There may be questions that you have about the establishment.
Okay. No one here for the statement of intent for the school, or is
Yeah.
anyone coming to the
I
meeting?
had actually hoped that we would have received the documents for this evening's meeting. And we had an agenda note from our meeting last week to post this on the agenda. However, we do not have any paperwork to
And
accompany.
they didn't send anything over?
No.
Thought it had to be done by the 19th.
That was the date I was informed of, too.
Very well, maybe.
All right, well, we'll just hold and we'll see, maybe they're just,
And it's somewhat of a formality, is it not? Do we have just a motion to?
We do. We have a generic motion, 7A, on your amended agenda tonight.
that is true.
And it's generally just the chairman's signature? Goes in the letter?
Yes.
I don't have a problem moving forward with it.
What are we doing?
I don't,
This is a...
my concern is I don't believe this motion needed to be in the same form as the motion that we had approved and signed off on for the high school project. So we need all the language that's in there, or MSBA may just kick it back, or kick out the statement of interest completely.
Let's hold and see if someone shows up. I was under the impression,
I think we want to be
putting it
here.
on the agenda, someone was going to be here.
I thought both Dr. Troutman and Mr. Carucci were going to be here
Yeah,
this
I'm
evening.
not-
And they may be. Legal bills for October 2008. Mr. Belakis.
Board members, legal bills. uh, Total for the month is $14,381.03. Of that, $3,230 is incurred in labor expenses. The remaining portion is in general services. The bill has been reviewed. Although it is a bit on the high side, it is indicative of the services that council has performed to us during the month of October.
Questions?
Mr. Balakonis, we have some concern about the balance remaining in this account.
I would note that the balance is total $17,946 is what we have after this bill. And we need to proceed in going to the Finance Committee for the reserve request. I think we'll need to move that up. There's something for the next meeting.
In the process, can we kind of get a summary of what the major expenses are?
Sure.
I know we got them on the bill here, but in terms of, and also perhaps kind of a view of looking forward, what is on the plate that we would need extra money for. Any further questions regarding legal bills? Yes.
Chairman, I just wanted to point out that significant expense was incurred in the Pine Forest Park subdivision dispute involving the CPC. And of that total bill amount that I noted, well, $5,200 of it was related to that. And this is the subdivision that straddles the Andover North Reading town line.
Yes.
Continues to be a subject of controversy. We received calls from individuals expressing their support for the project. I'm not sure where that
I
comes
have
from.
received one call myself.
And I have received a total of 6 calls, 6 individuals, all with the same last name, so.
Either we're in favor or opposed to it.
In favor.